Good morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever it is, wherever you are, from me, Bishop. This is my 14th or 15th or 16th, depending on how you count it, Vermon for 2010. I've done a few specialty Vermons, and they haven't necessarily been posted on my YouTube or my Facebook, but whatever. I lose count. Anyways, I'm over 10, which is kind of nice because that means I'm doing, well, close to like 2 a month, which is sort of good because, I aspire to do it every single week, and yet sometimes I wonder if maybe every once in a blue moon is better. I don't know. Anyways, here I am. I'm doing a Vermon. I'm going to try to start doing them every Wednesday. We'll see if that happens. I'm not sure, but I'm not really too worried about it because I do it, and that's what happens. So today I'm here, and I'm going to share with you a little Shakespeare. Kind of like the time sometime a year and a half ago or so that I recited a little Gertrude Stein because I think scripture is where you find it, and we need to find more scripture in things like Gertrude Stein and Shakespeare. Besides the fact that they start with an S, they're just kind of cool and nifty, and their use of language is really incredible and I find kind of inspiring. And there's something there, something to be found. And I realize I've been ignoring sort of the Bible study part of my mission, the finding passages and sort of exclaiming on them. But today I'm not going to really dig into the meaning so much as I'm just going to recite a little bit, sort of like a litany, a little liturgical flourish, a little moment of poem praise, if you will. Though the first little bit I'm going to read is from The Tempest, and it's Caliban, which is one of my favorite characters. I think Caliban is probably one of the best characters in The Tempest, the most interesting and the most complex, really. And I'm going to read one of his slightly hateful, but also afraid soliloquies. It's absolutely beautiful, and I think it captures a feeling about something. And I'm going to be reading it off the page because I don't have it memorized, and then that way I won't stumble so much. All right, here is a little bit of Caliban from The Tempest for y'all. All the infections that the sun sucks up, from bogs, fens, flats, on prosper fall, and make him by inch meal a disease. His spirits hear me, yet I needs must curse. But they'll pinch me and fright me with urchin shows, pitch me in the mire, lead me like a firebrand in the dark, out of my way because he bid 'em. For every trifle are they set upon me, sometimes like apes that mow and chatter at me, and after bite me. Then like hedgehogs which lie tumbling in my barefoot way, and mount their pricks at my footfall. Sometimes am I all wound with adders, who with cloven tongues do hiss me into madness. Now, I'm not saying that that's a perfect delivery or anything, but it gets at that feeling of persecution, whether deserved or not, and the ways that it sometimes seems as if everything is going out of its way to make our lives a misery. And yet what's so amazing about Caliban is that later on in The Tempest, he is able to express the most delightful joy. So here's a little bit of delight to go with that misery. And if you hear noise in the background, it's my AC because it's hot as hell here in Florida. And well, I got to run a little AC in the beginning of August. Be not afeared. The isle is full of noises, sounds and sweet airs that give delight and hurt not. Sometimes 1,000 twanging instruments will hum about mine ears, and sometimes voices that if I then had waked after long sleep will make me sleep again. And then in dreaming, the clouds methought would open and show riches, ready to drop upon me that, when I waked, I cried to dream again. So there's a little misery and delight, though the delight is mixed with a little sadness and just a tinge of misery as well, from a monster. And I guess all I really want is for y'all to find delight and misery and somehow find the words that make them both beautiful, even for just a moment. Well, that's it. Until next time, take care and keep on keeping on.